Hi there, my name's Professor Mike Gallimore. I'm the head of De Montfort University here in Dubai. So COP28 is being held this year here in the UAE in Dubai in Expo City from the 30th of November to the 12th of December. And COP28 is designed to bring world leaders from all over the globe together to discuss some of the challenges that we face in relation to climate change and to facilitate discussions and identify solutions that we can all work together on to solve some of the problems that we face as a global society. So climate change is already having a major effect on people's lives, and if we don't address some of the challenges that we face, then that impact will get more severe as we move over the next 5 to 10 years. So climate change is essentially where we have this blanket of carbon that's shielding the Earth and heating up the Earth. So only recently we've seen global average temperature exceeding 1.7 degrees and the critical temperature is 2 degrees. And you'll have already experienced over the last 2 to 3 years very high excessive temperatures in areas where you would not normally see those temperatures. And over the next few years, unless we address some of these problems, some parts of the Earth will become inhabitable. What we're also seeing is the melting of the ice caps. So sea levels have risen and continue to rise, which ultimately forces people in coastal areas inland, destroys crops and food that we eat, but it also destroys the habitats of wildlife that ultimately create the biodiversity that we need to sustain a healthy planet. So of course, as one of the main university participants in COP28, we'll be taking part in some of those discussions and hopefully helping to facilitate the identification of some solutions that will ultimately move us forward in terms of addressing and tackling the climate change that we face. But more broadly, as a university, we believe we have a critical role to play. First of all, in educating our students so they're aware of the challenges that ultimately they will be the one that will address through their careers, but also making sure that they're familiar with all of the new technologies that will be part of the solution to some of the climate change issues. Secondly, we are a research active university. One of our major research themes is focused on net zero and how we can identify and develop new technologies to address some of the climate change challenges. So whether that's looking at new ways of recycling our products, or whether that's looking at new types of renewable energies such as solar or wind or alternative types of fuels. And the third key area where we are contributing to the solutions in climate change is by educating our community. So whether that's working with local schools or colleges or the general public to make them aware of some of these challenges and also how they can change their behaviours to ultimately reduce their own carbon footprints and have a positive impact on the climate change issue. So I think we have to all work together to address the challenges that we face in relation to climate change. And we need to act now, not tomorrow, not in 5 years' time, because if we don't act quickly, then time is running out and we'll start to see the impacts even more clearly over the next 5 to 10 years. And what can we do as individuals? Well, first of all, we can look at how we behave, some of the choices that we make on a daily basis. So rather than driving 3 minutes up the road in your petrol car, perhaps you could cycle, perhaps you could walk, perhaps you could use public transport. So looking at how can I reduce my overall carbon footprint. or maybe some of the choices that you make. So if you're looking to buy a new vehicle, do you want the 5-litre V8 petrol car, or would an electric vehicle be suitable? Or just some of the daily activities that we perform but maybe don't even think about the impact that it has on the environment. So for example, leaving electrical equipment on standby, or leaving lights on when they're not needed. All of those things, as a global society, have a huge impact on climate change. So I think we need to act now, and I think we need to act together if we're going to solve the problems that we face in the time that we need to solve them.